Hello, friends, especially those living in New York. As demands for fossil fuels slowly decline for transportation and power plants, big fossil fuel companies are now pushing to make more plastics. Plastics are the plan B for the fossil fuel industry, and they've teamed up with the chemical companies to flood our communities and our oceans and our rivers.
The problem with Mark Ruffalo is not that he's a bad actor, although he is, but that would be subjective. What is not subjective is that Mark Ruffalo is a successful actor with 8 million followers on Twitter. And what happens to these jabronis when they fall into undeserved success, much the same way Ruffalo did, they start having feelings of guilt. They're not even sure why. A narcissist, like most actors are, cannot admit the truth because in doing so, they would have to admit to themselves that their job is actually meaningless. So what a lot of these guilt-stricken goofballs do is come up with a cause to devote 5 minutes of every day to, so they can continue living their ridiculous lifestyles guilt-free because they're on the right side of history. Under the guise of the right side of history, Mark Ruffalo misleads, deceives, and outright lies to his fans on a daily basis. Mark Ruffalo's hypocrisy is like the depths of the ocean. We think we know how deep it is, but we may never truly really know. We keep getting new data on it.
We're late. The Palestinian protest shut down the Oscars tonight. Humanity wins. Yes, we have to. Peace.
What better way to protest the Oscars than to march right in there? Honestly, it makes sense to me. It should make sense to everyone. This guy never stops acting. You know, one-on-one, he is the biggest dickhead ever. And then another person comes in and he starts putting on a show. Oh, hey, no! You ask him to sign an autograph and he takes the marker and throws it at your eye. You know what these markers do to the environment? As some might know, Mark Ruffalo is an activist. He's against pollution, plastics, big oil, etc. Let's check out this little video right here.
Big oil has a new playbook, but we're on to it. More than ever before, we see climate disasters happening all around us. The climate crisis is now undeniable, and that's a big problem for big oil. So now instead of getting their internet goons to deny climate change, they're getting them to deny something else. They're going after the solutions we need to transition to a safer future, like renewable energy and electric vehicles, and they're waging personal attacks against accomplished scientists. How do we know this? The Center for Countering Digital Hate has analyzed thousands of hours of climate-denying talk.
Wow, that's a lot of statements right there that Mark Ruffalo just said. Let's investigate that just a little further. A couple key takeaways from this video. So we're gonna power the entire world with windmills and solar panels. Actually imagine how many windmills and panels that would take. Even better question, what the fuck happens to these solar panels when they're done? The dark side of solar power. Panels everywhere. To be sure, this is not a story one gets from the official industry and government sources. The International Renewable Energy Agency official projections assert that large amounts of annual waste are anticipated by the early 2030s and could total 78 million cubic tons. Yeah, it's probably nothing. Yeah, renewable energy, that's good stuff. Ruffalo also cites the Center for Countering Digital Hate, which sounds like a made-up group, and it is, but let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. Center for Countering Digital Hate. It campaigns to deplatform people that it believes promote hate or misinformation, like the Daily Wire. The Daily Wire made a movie seeing if people know if there's a difference between boys and girls, and people don't. So they're shutting that down. That's misinformation. Misinformation is boys are different from girls. Boys have penises, girls have vaginas. Misinformation is what they're saying. You might be asking yourself, like I did, who funds this nonsense? Well, let's check it out. Oh, I don't know. None other than the Easter Bunny, Cadbury Egg. The Easter Bunny funds this nonsense group, by the way. And who else funds it? The Pears Foundation. Trevor, David, and Mark Pears. They fund this misinformation group, as well as the Easter Bunny. Let's check these guys out. The Pears brothers, net worth $3 billion, house, yacht, private jet. Check out this yacht they own. Wow, that's a beauty. This really aligns with Ruffalo's ideologies, I think, right? This is spot on. Let us not forget the gift bag the Oscars nominees get. $180K gift bag. What do they get? 3-night stay for 10 people at a chalet in Switzerland. Well, that's perfect. I'll just fly my battery-powered plane over to Switzerland, or my battery-powered boat. Are those not all the way across the ocean? 3D printed plastic, wine fridge, Rubik's Cube, which is just funny. Private sessions with a celebrity sound healer, gourmet popcorn and vegan chocolates. 3-night stay, a lot of traveling, a lot of plastic involved in this. So this is right up Mark Ruffalo's, right up his alley. So is Mark Ruffalo a hypocrite? Absolutely, yes, of course. Is he playing the game? Yes, very much so. And he's playing all of his 8 million fans. I mean, if you cut that in half for bots and stuff, 4 million, but I mean, still 4 million people following this guy. All I got to say to Mark Ruffalo is, Mark Ruffalo, between you and me, your time's up. That being said, your family can make one hell of a chicken parm. Jeremiah, what do we have next?